All right, so if the brands that you want to work with are just non-responsive to all of your outreach, then this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through what's most likely happening and how to beat it so you can actually close some serious business. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Ryan Ogren. I'm the founder of Money Make Marketing. So far this year, we've generated $7.4 million in cash collected revenue for our clients. Our clients are all vendors of retail brands, CPG brands, food service brands, and we're a smaller shop. We don't have that many clients. I think we might be at $1 million per client right now collected so far this year. So it's not a lot, but we go super deep with every single one of our clients. And if you compete with one of our clients, I feel sorry for you. We can't take you on. We're actually just dominating your marketplace for you, against you. But you can at least take these videos and implement these principles, and so you can start to see some of those results. Now, if a brand is ghosting you, like you're just not even in the game. Let's say you're targeting CPG brands and you just want to close, I don't know, Monster Energy, for instance, and they're just not even responsive, okay? That's what we're talking about. So really what's happening right now, if we just say, let's just do Monster Energy, and you want to work with them, and let's just say you are, I don't know, I wish this was like live stream so someone could tell me what kind of vendor you are. But let's just say, I don't know, you're just some vendor of them for whatever reason. You want to win the account. If you are trying to do outreach to them, let's say you're doing email, or let's just say you're doing LinkedIn outreach, and they're not responding to you, then this is exactly what's happening. So number one, you might be targeting the wrong decision maker. So make sure you're targeting the right decision maker first off. But if you are targeting the right decision maker, what's actually happening is your email goes in their inbox, and then they go through this thing that we call scanner mode. And so essentially what scanner mode is, it's just like 2 meters. They have their interest meter, and then they have their action meter. And so the second that an email comes to their inbox, you have 1 second, and then not even that, maybe a couple milliseconds. And if it looks like right here, if it looks like spam, you don't even get to this point in time. You just immediately get deleted. So now let's just assume you get past that. What happens is a lot of people, they might say something that's interesting to them at this moment in time, and they get this amount of interest, but then they're asking them to take that big of a step. Their interest only is up to here, and so then they're over here, that's this dotted line, but their action threshold's much higher, or their ask for the action threshold's much higher. So a perfect example of this is you email them, you get through scanner mode, you have a really succinct email, really concise email that looks like what a colleague might send them. So they snap out of it, they're looking at it to read it and see what's potentially interesting about it. And so then you said something that got their interest just a little bit, but then you asked for too much. You asked for a call, but their interest level was just this dotted line. So what happens? Nothing, okay? They don't even respond to you because you asked for too much too fast. That's one way that legitimately happens. Another thing that happens is you get through the scanner mode, but then their interest level, your messaging, they already have it. They feel like they already have a vendor for that. That's another thing. And so you're asking them to do something, and then their interest level is just too low. But that's essentially what's happening in every single case. And so the way to get around this is to actually change your angle, okay? And I'm gonna explain what that means here. So essentially what an angle is, it's a how you can help them, all right? Let's just say you're a commercial print, right? You're doing the in-store activations for Monster Energy. Maybe you're doing C-store, maybe you're doing like promotional item, maybe you're doing like in-store display cases, I don't know. You're doing one of those things. But I just listed off 3 different angles for you. And then so Monster Energy has multiple different SKUs. They have new flavors, they launch seasonal products, they have events that come up, they have all kinds of different things that are all happening. An angle essentially what happens when someone orders something from a commercial print shop, it's one SKU, one order. That's essentially how it goes. So usually it's a SKU or like an initiative or an event. These are all like separate one order. And so when you're reaching out and you finally get past scanner mode and you're in this spot where they're actually reading the email, you need to change how you can help them. And the best way to do that is either with your messaging or what I like to call creative outbound. I don't actually call it that. This is the first time I've ever actually called it that. I saw a couple other people start to coin like sending videos and doing like really cool outreaches, and we just call it a video pitch. I would just say change your angle, but also change your delivery vehicle. But either way, essentially what an angle is just how you can help. So if I'm trying to book Monster Energy, there's always an angle that they can close right now. There's always a way on how you can help them now. And you have to believe that principle. If you don't believe that, they already have somebody, then you're never going to close these deals. All right. So here's how it works in practice. Let's say I reach out to Monster and I go with angle one. Like, they have a new seasonal launch and I am reaching out to them to send them some ideas for it. Let's just say they don't want to see those ideas. For whatever reason, they just ghost them. Let's also then look up what kind of new events and initiatives they're also launching besides the seasonal launch. For instance, Monster Energy could be launching into new convenience stores. They could be revamping, doing a brand refresh across the C stores in Florida. They could be doing moving into a new 30-day reset within Target. There could be a million different influencers that they just signed. There could be a whole bunch of stuff. And then you can use all of these different things that are happening to create angles, aka ways that you can help them. So I hope this is making sense to you, because if I want to close a major account and I just tried one angle and they already have somebody, you're assuming that they ran through all the possibilities of ways that you can help them in that instance. When in reality, all they did was like, delete. And so they didn't think through that because you were just a stranger to them. They didn't actually probably read your email. And so I think the best way to put this into practice, okay? Make a list of your top 50. Maybe even just that's too much work for my YouTube audience. Do top 5. So just do your top 5 accounts that you want to work with. Think through them. Just go through these would be dream accounts. If I close these accounts, I'm the happiest person alive. Go through them. And then essentially what you're doing, you're trying to find the decision makers, but then on those top 5 accounts, figure out all the different angles that you can actually use to pitch them. And use AI for this, but also think through different things. And a good way to think about this is go through your past customers or your existing customers and think through all of the orders that they've placed and the reasons and the for what reason they placed that order, for what event, for what product, for why. Ask why they placed an order. Actually, don't ask why. Ask what did they place an order for. There you go. These videos are all not scripted. I promise you that. So what did they place an order for? And that's going to tell you different angles. Because if you're, once again, just to go back to my example, if you're a commercial print shop, you're trying to win Monster Energy, you probably have different capabilities. People are using your capabilities for things that they need versus what you have in stock, right? What did they place an order for? This will tell you all different angles that you can already fulfill on. And then once you have your angles, you're going to see that you haven't even been working these accounts the way you should be. That's realistic. That's the real. Because if we just have 5 accounts, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are your accounts. And these, let's just say you have 5 different angles on ways you can pitch them. So these are your angles. So let's just say we did this angle to this person, this angle. Okay, none of them worked. All right, now we can do this. None of them worked. Now we can do this. None of them worked. Now we can do this. Oh, one of them worked. Boom. So you can work a smaller account list just way more effective. And for you specifically, this action right here is way more money for you in the long run. I promise you that. When we close that $1.2 million deal for our packaging client in 13 weeks, that account is going to be $1.2 million for them this year, next year, but the year after that, it's probably going to be 5. The year after that could be like 6 or 7 or 8 as that brand continues to expand. It's going to be bananas. So these accounts are the ones that you want to be doing deals with. So work your angles. If you need help with this, let me know and apply to work with us. You'll have the link below. I don't know if we have a landing page for it. We have our website, so you just go to the website, apply to work with us. Even if you don't want to apply to work with us, just apply to work with us. You'll get on our newsletter, so you'll see all my newsletters coming out, and you can also contact me directly, and I'll be able to email you and help you out. So how to implement this is that, and then what I like to do, like the bonus, is to actually put together a video pitch for each one of these. If you do a video pitch and you send it to the decision maker, you will see the results. As long as you do a good job, you will see that these people want to get on calls and they want to talk about the possibilities. They will give you the time of day because now you're not just emailing them like willy-nilly. I'm just going to draw the LinkedIn logo again because I've been on fire with that lately. Boom. So I hope that it makes sense. This is kind of how to implement a creative type outbound strategy into your business. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Ryan Ogren, Money Make Marketing. See ya.